Yeah, so Get Direct we are a price comparison app for food delivery platforms in India. Uh, Basically, in India, you have more than 30 food delivery platform. Five of them are pretty dominant, which covers almost 90% of the market. So you often find consumers scrolling through different food delivery apps to find the best price. So we kind of bring them all together into one app. And whenever somebody creates a cart to make a food delivery order, they see a couple of options and they can pick the best one based on fastest delivery and pricing based on their preference. So just to give you a perspective, Indian food delivery market is growing and it's almost growing at a 19% CAG even today. uh, on any given day, there's almost 2 million food delivery orders placed through different platforms. So it's a huge market, just to give you an idea of the market size. So currently, we are integrated with three platforms: Kiko, Only Usable, and Bento. We are in conversation with some of them, and we have a huge prospect list which goes as well. Our revenue model is basically we are charging commission on per order that is placed through our platform. So we charge 3 to 5% commission to these aggregators for every order that is placed on our platform. There's also other revenue models like in-app promotion, platform fees, payment gateway charges, and customer-based pricing. But since we are too early in the game, we are only charging commissions per order at the moment. So where we are as of today, we did a beta version launch of our app in end of April. As of today, we have around 25,000 downloads. We have 14,000 registered users. We have serviced almost 4,500 orders on our app. The gross order value that we have done so far is 15 lakh rupees, which is almost $18,000. Based on this, now we are getting into an expansion mode. We believe that for every dollar we spend, we can get two paying customers out of it. And if we are able to keep that customers over the period of the year, so every dollar spent can result in a $5 commission over a span of a year. Uh, this project has been bootstrapped by me for almost a year now. I'm looking to raise somewhere around $625,000, which is almost 5 CR for a dilution of 10% equity. Uh, and most of the money will go into getting new customers as we are very close to completing our development and launching the actual app. We believe with this money we can deliver a gross order value of 23 million, which would be 1.1 million in commissions for us. So this is a high level. And from founders, I'm Ankit Mathur. I used to work for EY. I have a huge background in middle market and growing companies. Our CTO has a huge, more than 10 years of experience in developing apps and everything. So this is just a quick rundown on what we do and what we are. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you, Ankit, for that. Jerry, Scott, Shankar, any questions?
Yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
I actually don't have any questions at the moment. I just put a note though that for all the starting presenters, make sure you put your presentation in slideshow and presenter mode so
Okay.
we're not distracted. We sometimes tend to get distracted and want to look at the other slides coming up, and some of the slides weren't very readable because they weren't larger in presentation mode.
So,
I've got some questions if you'd like.
Yes.
Thank you. It was a good presentation, very clear. I can tell you worked at EY. It was very coherent. Thank you. So there's a fundamental tension in the business model, it sounds like, in terms of you're asking the food delivery companies to pay money to get more orders. So I get that, but you're actually increasing the price when your fundamental offer is that you're decreasing the price for the customer. So how do you reconcile that tension?
So most of our contracts with the platforms is that they will give us the same pricing that they're selling on their own platform. So they're not marking up the pricing when we are showing pricing on our platform. So it's basically that they are spending 3% of their marketing budget or 5% of their marketing budget by integrating with us. So we are kind of an order gatherer for them. So even if they go out and do a campaign with a celebrity, they would spend money to get those orders. So we are kind of becoming a part of their marketing budget, then increasing the cost of the service that they are providing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my thing, the flow was pretty good. No, I'm glad you did that. It didn't go slide by slide. You covered the whole subject, and I liked even the ask. The presentation mode is different, but overall, I think I like the presentation. Couple of questions like Scott. One is, you can probably, the top tier companies, why would they work with you? They already have marketing budget. They're already doing this. Why would they work with you? So the new up and coming companies, maybe regional companies, local companies might work with you because they don't have money for marketing and they can use you, and for 3 to 5%, that's cheaper. So I think that's the thing I see, but I did not see a sort of a mention about how are you going for the market? What's your go-to-market strategy? How you're promoting your product? What is it? Why should I download your app when I might already have another app? And why would I, unless some kind of advantage, for example, right? I go with Swiggy and I go with you, I'm getting it 10 cents cheaper. Why would I go with you consolidated? Because how will you convert me from Swiggy to come to your app, which may have the second tier people? And then what kind of guarantees you have and all that stuff. So that I didn't see it articulating the differentiator, why you instead of them.
Right.
And then the same.
I can answer that. Yeah.
Once again, same thing for the customers who come to you, the supply. Why would they go with you instead of, hey, we can do it ourselves? Yeah, 3 to 5% is there. We can do it. And then that's one. Second. And the last question was, the ask was straightforward, but I think the evaluation is too much on the high side when you're talking about almost 6 million valuation or something like that, when your revenue is negligible. Even though the full market you're showing $1 million profit, so even on EBITDA basis or multiple basis, you're way over. I think you should have more traction before you ask that kind of money.
Okay. Should I answer these questions? Do I have time?
You have time. I think after Ashish, or you can always send a text, send a message to me, and we can talk. But you can put it in the chat. But Ashish will tell you the timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. If you can take a minute to answer, Ankit, because we are running over time. But yeah, wrap it up.
Sure. So basically, our moat is that when people are struggling to find the best prices across the platforms, and so why is a consumer will move from Zomato and Swiggy to our platform? And it's a two-part question. You ask how they will move and why should move. So how we are marketing the thing is through Instagram, through online. That's what it is. And most of our customers have been through word of mouth as well. When we did our beta launch, there was 20% of the whole population came from word of mouth because people were like, hey, you can look at 5. So they were sharing among friends and families. But most of the push in the market is through Instagram Reels, through offers, referrals, and all that. And why people are moving? Because they feel that they're getting one consolidated place for everything. So it's like, hey, I don't have to switch, because even today when you sit and order at your home, there's 3 people sitting comparing prices, 3 apps, different places. So it's bringing convenience to them. And like Magic Pin and few other players who are renowned in the market, once we join with them, this will give them a level of comfort that yes, they're legit players and all that. So I totally agree with your point.
Send me message, we'll talk more, because
I
think you can show a month-on-month growth as a graph or something when you present, because we want to see month-on-month growth. Wow, it went from 10,000 to 15,000, 20,000 users month over month. That shows a growth. That will tempt the investor. Oh wow, that sounds interesting. We want, if the steady growth, 1 million every month, not interesting. We see the jump. That's something we would like to see, right? And then the comparison. Another thing you should mention also is the benefits, because if I'm a Swiggy customer, I'm at discounts and coupons, all the benefits carry over. You still get those. Something, where you don't lose anything by coming to us, you gain a lot. That is something you have to sell. Okay, got it. Let's go to the next one.
Thank you so much.
Great point, Shankar, and thank you, Scott and Jerry, also for your input. Ankit, please do connect separately with them. Lot of feedback, so thank you for that.